Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We finally got drip. Unknown faction, Silver Soldier Anby. Please tell me, please help me. Tell me what is going on. What is it? Electric attacker. Electric attacker? Another electric attacker? Really? I have no idea what is going on. After all this time, we finally got the drip marketing from 1.6. And honestly speaking, I already regret pulling for Astra. I'm sorry, Astra. But I already regret pulling for Astra. I definitely pulling for Anby as well. Ooh. Refresh? There's more? Oh my gosh! Sons of Caledon! Oh my gosh, a physical stunner? Okay, so I recorded most of this video during the live stream, but I actually didn't like it how it turned out. So I'm just doing another recording here, talking about both Soldier Anby and Pulchra. Let's start talking about Pulchra, because she's going to be an A rank, as you can see. Like, the short is static, the model is static here, which kind of means she's going to be an A rank unit, which is quite good, especially because she's going to be a physical stunner. And when it comes to stunner, as you can see, we don't have a lot of stun units, and the only A rank stunner is Anby, actually. Outside of it, we have 2 standard stunner units and 2 limited stunner units. Getting another A-rank stunner, really good for pretty much anyone. And it kind of helps with all the new attacker units. We got Harumasa in 1.4, now we're getting Evelyn on 1.5, and then we're going to get Anby on 1.6, which is also an attacker. Another really cool thing about Pulchra is that I'm curious if she's going to be a more burst stunner or sustained stunner. You know, more like on field, like Qingyi, who wants to stand the field to benefit from her core skill, or something like Lighter, who just wants to pop in the field, do what he needs to do, and bye-bye, that's it. Pulchra could probably be more of a burst stunner based on all her interactions around the story, right? But this also kind of makes me wonder how exactly she's going to work as a stunner, because the doppelganger that we have from Pulchra kind of looks like a attacker unit. So I'm completely out of ideas how she's going to work. And just to make it clear, in case you don't understand, when I talk about sustained or burst, I'm talking about like sustained DPS to sustained stunners are going to provide a consistent source of stun to the enemy or damage to the enemy. And burst have like peaks of power and then drop down to something like way below your average, then go above the average, then drop again. So these are burst and sustained. So I really hope Pulchra is going to be a burst style, because I believe that Anby is going to be a sustained DPS. And I have plenty of good reasons to think this. Enough about Pulchra, let's talk about Anby, which honestly, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this at all. She looks beautiful, by the way. But unknown faction, well, we actually all know she's kind of OBOL related because of Soldier 11 teaser, right? You can hear Anby voice during the Soldier 11 teaser, so Anby has some kind of connection with Soldier 11. Not to mention, this one's really good. Take a look at Anby model. Okay, and then take a look at Soldier 11. Wow, why they look so similar one to the other? I wonder why. But anyway, first thing about Anby being a sustained DPS unit. Well, Soldier 11 as a sustained DPS unit and Anby being really close to her, I think this is already a good thing that kind of makes you think that Anby is going to be a sustained DPS as well. Another really good reason is, if you take a look on the current roster of electric DPS units, let's take a look. Let's remove Anby because she's a stunner, utility unit. We have Seth, also a utility unit. Rina, utility as well. Qingyi, another utility. And we have 4 DPS. Okay, quite a lot of DPS. One of them was given for free in the 1.4. Poor Harumasa. But I don't think Anby is going to power creep Harumasa. mostly because Harumasa is a burst DPS. Anton, also a burst DPS. You have Gracie, which is kind of unique because she's a burst anomaly. She kind of wants to enter the field, pop off some shock, and well, outside of this, her damage is quite underwhelming. Then we have Yanagi, which might be the close we have to a sustained DPS unit, because you can get a lot of value from her on the field. So, when you come to think about all the current roster, the obvious conclusion is that Anby is going to fill the gap in sustained DPS style, especially because we don't have a lot of sustained DPS units. Oh, I do want to remove the favorite. If you take a look here, let's take a look on attacker units, right? G1 is a burst, Harumasa is a burst, Nekomata, well, she's a kind of both and nothing at the same time. Sorry, all Nekomata players, but Anton, burst, Billy, burst, Soldier 11 and Ellen are pretty much the only sustained DPS units. If you're not taking into account Nekomata, but forget about it, please. Only Soldier 11 and Ellen are the sustained DPS units, so I'm pretty sure Anby is going to be a sustained DPS unit, which means Harumasa mains, don't worry. I don't think Harumasa is going to be power creep that easily, that early as well. But she's still an electric DPS unit, and I don't think you're going to run 2 electric teams for shield defense or whatever. So we'll see. So Anby would want an off-field stunner like Lighter. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of thing that you're usually looking for. Lighter would be interesting. The problem with Lighter is he's not going to buff electric DPS, you know? Which is quite sad. And Chinyi is more of a on-field stunner. You want to field her because you need to play around off her core thing in order to increase the stun multiplier. But you can play Lycan as a burst stunner. Koleda, huge burst stunner. One of the best one when it comes to dealing pure days. The only problem with Koleda is that she's not going to offer any utility for you. So assuming Anby is going to be a sustained DPS just like Soldier 11, I'm kind of worried about it. Like, you could run Caesar. You could run Caesar, actually. Caesar is also a pretty good burst stunner, assuming you can keep triggering defensive assist. But outside of it, like Caesar, if you decide to field her and do some basic attack, this is shit. If you decide to use ultimate, Caesar is shit. Look at how bad this is. Like, I know it's not level up, but look at how bad the days multiplier is. So what if a trigger was a lighting support stunner, which is probably what it's going to be. I think trigger is going to be the more off-field style. Something like Bernie's, actually. Someone who wants to mark down enemies, and then she's going to stay out of the field. But for OBOL squad. Could also be a team of attackers. Maybe this is actually something quite interesting that they could do. You know, we have, for example, Star Rail, and Star Rail have both Acheron and Herta right now, which kind of benefits if you're stacking the same role, the same class on the team, right? This is probably not going to happen here on Zenless Zone Zero for a single reason. Teams are made of 3 slots only, not 4. So I think that if they decide to explore this on Zenless Zone Zero, it's going to be quite hard. But yeah, super excited for Soldier Anby, Silver Soldier Anby. Right now we have Astra and Ellen. Ellen is pretty much useless. With all respect to Ellen players, if you like the character, it's fine. I'm only saying this for like a value meta perspective. Ellen's not that great anymore. And Astra is huge. Like, even if you decide to pull Astra, you can fit Astra with an Anby in your team, and it's going to work perfectly fine because Astra only requires any attacker. So, could work. As for Evelyn against Anby, I think the best thing is to just wait. Just wait until we get more information on Anby, because Evelyn is going to be in the second half. So you can pretty much wait until we get the special program for 1.6. And once we get more information about Anby, you can decide if you're going for Anby or Evelyn. In order to give your fan base a name? Probably. True. That's it about Anby. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and remember that you can also join the Discord server where we usually chat a bit and I share a lot of theory craft things over there. So links down in the description, and have a beautiful day. Now, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, that's it. That's it. I can cut down right here.